Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've made a New York Mets episode, but I ran into something that I just absolutely could not believe my eyes. So, this article came into my newsfeed, and I just couldn't resist. It was it seemed pretty benign at first, but then I just freaked out, and I'm gonna play just a very quick snippet so I don't get a copyright infringement. So here is a footage of probably before the game. Yoenis Cespedes in the bullpen. Like I said, it seems pretty benign. He's warming up, working on his pitching mechanics. Is this the Mets' new secret weapon? Did they get so desperate they have to use Cespedes? I know he has a laser arm. And what even made me freak out even more was, so the Met announcers are watching this. They put this on TV. And Ron Darling, who surprisingly, he's very knowledgeable. Usually he's very... He notices things like this, and Cohn, they made light of this, and Darling even pointed out the fact that Dan Wharton, the Mets pitching coach, was supervising Yoenis Cespedes. And you're saying right now, Frank, what are you getting at? Well, let me explain. Okay, so they just complimenting Yoenis Cespedes on his smooth pitching motion, but I'm starting to sweat. I'm gonna scream. So, like I said, any other team I would have chuckled at this, but given the Mets plague, that's right, it's a plague. It's become a plague, a scourge throughout the whole organization for almost the last 5-6 years of arm injuries. Arm surgeries, Tommy John surgeries, torn labrums, you name it. It's like if you're a starting pitcher or if you're a Mets player, more pitcher, if you sign a contract with the Mets, they give you a jersey and then you go and get Tommy John surgery. You could say, oh, well, Frank, it's just bad luck. The Mets are just cursed. That's the Mets. No. When one team, one organization, especially a professional organization, has a consistent, strong pattern of severe arm injuries, and I'm not even going to talk about all the other injuries happen, but with the Mets, no, it's not bad luck or perception. This is another article, and they showed. It's real. The statistics prove and show a correlation that the Mets, almost more than any other team, suffer severe injuries. And injuries total. I'll show you the statistics in a second. But we remember this. If you're a Met fan back early in the season when pitching phenom Noah Syndergaard tore a muscle, and it's just not him. Three pitchers had arm surgery last year, including Syndergaard, who had elbow spurs last year. And it's not only what I'm trying to get at, and this is my point. Yoenis Cespedes is warming up in the bullpen when he is an outfielder. He's a position player. What business is he having in the bullpen besides having fun? The guy just signed a $100 million contract. Even in high school, as far as early in high school, the coaches and supervisors tell and warn all the players. Each position, infield, outfield, and pitcher, requires a different use of arm angle. And if you're playing the outfield for 6 innings and then you're asked to play third base, it's no. They tell you only in an emergency because in the outfield requires a long arm circle. In the infield requires a short arm circle, and it could be damaging. That's how injuries happen. Messing around with arm angles, and pitches are different also. And so my point is, are all these Met players in the organization just so undisciplined? Is the Mets organization such a joke that they allow this? You would never see Derek Jeter, at least not on TV, before a game, warming up in the bullpen. And again, maybe in another organization, I don't blink, I chuckle, but with the Mets organization, my head is about to blow off. So here's the statistics. So going back to 2010. They have a WAR of players lost on a team due to injury and the rank in the major leagues. And let's look. We'll start from the bottom here, right? 2010, the Mets, 1.327. Okay, nothing. That's just the other one end of the spectrum. That's the outlier. Then 2011, they finished first in WAR of impact on injuries on a team. The next year, 2012, they finished third. 2013, they finished third. Okay, 2014, they got a quarter break. The next year, fourth. 2016, they finished in the middle. And 2017, I bet you they will finish in the top five, especially with Noah Syndergaard, how valuable he is. And David Wright has been out all year. And so on and so on. This is a trend. It's a disturbing, almost farcical trend. What is going on with the Mets? I've been asking this question for the longest now. What is going on? Does it start in the minor leagues early? Are these players learning bad mechanics? Are they not being supervised and disciplined for adhering to a strict regiment? And here we go. This is the stressing statistic that is directly on Sandy Alderson's plate. Yeah, now it is, but this has been going on for so long. And let me just stop it right here. This even goes back to the mid-90s with the Mets, when they had Generation K, the three super pitchers back in 1995. Jason Ingrenhausen, number one pick overall, Brian Wilson, Paul Wilson, and Bill Pulsifer. Those players all had career-altering injuries. Only Isringhausen survived for a while. Ryan Church, yeah, okay. I forgot him. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Listen, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, and this is this trend. It's the Mets players for some reason are very very scared to console with the Mets medical staff. We saw it last year. Last year, I think it was Syndergaard in San Francisco. On a weekend series after he pitched, he went and left the team, and he went to go see his own doctor to get consulted on his elbow. I mean, what is going on? And again, you're going to say, Frank, you're overreacting. You know, he's just having fun. Yeah, this is the Mets. There's bad HSS Sports Medicine, which obviously has a terrible, terrible reputation. But knowing the Wilpons, they're probably cutting corners and hiring kids or witch doctors just to save money. I know I always get on them for calling them cheap and stuff, but come on, man, come on. Church to the field of love that the Mets doctors had attempted to provide when a reporter noted the reputation of HSS Sports Medicine. Church simply smirked. No comment, Church said. That's why everybody's got their own doctors and physicians. We're in professional sports, where players are signed to $1 million multi-year contracts. Is this even mentioned? The overall attempt to diagnose a particular injury seems to highlight the source of the problem. Yeah, this year, Cespedes himself, he felt a twinge in his lower right hamstring. Oh, it's nothing. Yoenis said he feels okay, so yeah, we'll see how it is. And he went down for a month when he tweaked the same hamstring, only in the upper part. Same thing with Syndergaard. He felt something funny. We'll see. He said he's okay. He said Noah Syndergaard. He told us he's fine. If he says it, we can't even question him. So, and then it was brought to my attention that the Yoenis Cespedes bullpen session was not an isolated incident. This is Yoenis Cespedes, by the way, the Mets' most valuable position player, if not player, in their organization for the last several years, and now they signed him to a four-year deal, no trade clause, over $100 million. And it looks like he has a lot of fun. Yoenis Cespedes continues to be the show at Mets camp. Oh, what a sportsman! As he takes grounders at short. Oh, he could do it all. He could do it all. Who is that guy at shortstop during the brief infield drills? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why is Yoenis Cespedes even fooling around playing short? He will never see, unless there's a catastrophe, he will never see an inning at shortstop or in the infield. And again, like I said, they're having fun. Frank, you're overreacting. It's just they do it all the time. That's the problem. Maybe this is something that's going on. Trust me, if you know anything about baseball, if you ever played competitive baseball, you probably heard your coaches tell you the same thing. You don't go and switch positions frequently from infield to outfield, outfield to infield, or pitcher to outfield, or pitcher to infield. It's risky unless you're properly warmed up and you are an advanced player, maybe. But in the major leagues, there's absolutely, and I'll say it again, no need for Yoenis Cespedes to be throwing in the bullpen or taking ground balls. I bet you Syndergaard takes outfield practice and shows off his arm during batting practice. This is why the New York Mets will always be the JV team in New York behind the Yankees. Because they suck!